Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a healing spell for an injury. It could be a muscular injury, it could be a bone injury or ligaments or tendons. It's a healing rite basically. And whether that's for yourself or if it's for someone else, this is something that you can do to help assist you with your healing. Now, magic is a great assistant to helping you heal. So if you're using other techniques of healing, magic can really help those along and can really boost your ability to be able to heal yourself. Now, the spell I'm doing is a slight variation on a spell that I have in my course, The Witch's Guide to Magic, and I'll talk more about that later. It's very simple. You only need a few materials. Before we dive in though, my name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. If you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft, magic, spellcasting, tarot and shadow work, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you want to become a great spellcaster, I have a free PDF called the Spellcaster Checklist. It's an updated version. I updated it, I think, about 2 weeks ago. So there's a lot more to it. There's a little bit more theory in there than there was before. It was just a checklist before. So now it goes into a little bit more theory. So it starts to make a little bit more sense. It's free, and there's a link in the description field below this video for how you can grab that one. Now, the materials that you need for this spell are quite simple. I'm using a comfrey leaf. If you grow it, great. If not, then you can use, there are alternative plants that you can use. I love the comfrey leaf because it's big and you can use it to wrap things up in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little magical pouch. So we've got comfrey here. I've got a small amethyst crystal, and I've just got some lavender oil here and my little cloth that I'm going to use and wrap up as a pouch. You might have some white pouches already, or make yourself up a pouch out of some white cloth. If you don't have white, you can, blue's great for healing, purple is good for healing too, although it's good more on a spiritual level, but still great for healing. And this cloth here that I've got, that the comfrey just insists on sticking to, and it's representing a bandage or a healing cloth. So if you do have a bandage, then it's really good to use a bandage in this one because it represents healing and wrapping things up, and it represents like injuries. But I'm just using a cloth because I don't have a bandage with me at the moment. And then I've just got a piece of white ribbon that I'm going to use to tie my bag up with. Comfrey is a wonderful healing herb. Its reputation is usually for skin, like healing burns or skin things, but it's great also for bruises, for pulled muscles, for sprains, for even for fractures. The ointment is used that way. You can also use the fresh herb too for that. And lavender is just really beautiful for clearing stuck energy. And often when you have an injury from an energetic point of view, it can be because there's energy stuck, or it can cause stagnation in your energy. And so lavender is great at being able to heal that and break that up. The other ingredient was lavender, of course, which is an anti-inflammatory. So magically, it's going to deflam as well. And I mentioned the little bandage is to represent the bandage. So this is sort of using a correspondence of like attracts like. So if you want a symbol of healing, a bandage can be a symbol of healing. So with that, all we're going to do is take your comfrey leaf. If you're using a pouch that is like a little bag, you can put these in the pouch once you're done. I'm just going to use just a square piece that I tie up into a bag. It's just another way of doing it. So I like to have my comfrey here and focusing on comfrey's beautiful healing energy. So comfrey, herb of healing. Heal my muscles, heal my bones, or heal whatever part of your body that you're wanting healed. So wherever your injury is. We've got the lavender here. Lavender, purify and cleanse my muscles and my bones. Again, you can be more specific with where it is that you're wanting it to do its work. I'm doing an oil version of this spell, but in the Witch's Guide to Magic, it's lavender flowers that are used, because it's actually, you put them in with the comfrey and in with the amethyst. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the bandage into the lavender oil. So lavender, heal and deflam all injuries. And just letting it soak a little bit in the lavender. It smells beautiful. So then I'm going to take my comfrey leaf and crystal, wrap them up. And as you're doing this, you can imagine feeling better in the site where your injury is, or you can imagine yourself feeling so good that you're going back and doing the physical activities that you weren't able to do with the injury, or that may have been a little painful with the injury. And you do that as you're wrapping up. So you're going to wrap this up in the bandage, so your comfrey and your amethyst, wrapping it up in the bandage, bandaging it up. And as you do that, you can say, with comfrey's touch and lavender's grace, injury heal. Amethyst's energy, cloth's embrace, healing comes of a steady pace. And you can repeat that spell a number of times as you focus on feeling better and what it is you're going to be doing when you're feeling better. So once you feel the feeling of what it feels like to be doing what it is that you're doing again, and just being able to feel better in your body, it's time to put it in the bag. So my cloth here, I'm placing it in the cloth, and I just gather the sides of the cloth together, grab my ribbon and wrap it up. And you can tie it up, and then with this little bag, I like to leave it on my altar for about 24 hours before I start using it. You can carry it with you, you can sleep with it, which is a good idea if you're able to place it near where your injury is for an extended period of time. That's great. You may want to use maybe a little bandage to wrap it on your body somewhere if that's possible. So you want to make it a small thing, essentially, but carry it with you, and whenever you see it and you're connecting to it, feel into how great it feels in your body now that your body is healed. It's a very simple spell using really simple ingredients, but magic doesn't have to be complicated. So if you do want to become a great spellcaster, do check out my course, The Witch's Guide to Magic. It's a course that gets you right through the basics of casting successful spells and focusing on what it is about the magic that really makes it magical, not so much on the ingredients. There's lots of spells in the course, but there's not a lot of ingredients to them. It's to make it simple and economical for you, and also to teach you that magic is really about you. You're the magical one. And if you're new to this at all and you are a bit overwhelmed by a lot of traditional spells that use a lot of ingredients and sometimes difficult to obtain ingredients or expensive ingredients, then this is absolutely a great course for you. So it's called The Witch's Guide to Magic. There's a link in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra for mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.